Hey, what's going on, guys? Gdoggcasey here with my buddy Matt, casting some more StarCraft 2 action in the Chobo Team League between these two teams, All Inspiration and Lucky13. And I'll start off by introducing the player in the bottom side of the map here on Merry-Go-Round, spawning for Team All Inspiration, Operator.
And in the top left corner of the map, we have our purple Zerg player for Team Lucky13, Slayer as the purple Zerg.
Yeah, so this is the Week 3 matchup between two Platinum players. This is Operator's first time playing Platinum in the Chobo Team League, so it's going to be pretty exciting to see how he adapts from the Gold level to the Plat level here against a Zerg player.
Yeah, it should be an interesting bout for him. I would say he's talented enough to play with the Platinum guys, although I'm sure he got a couple games in practice to try and acclimatize himself to this sort of gameplay.
Yeah, well, luckily the way the ladder system works is you kind of get acclimatized to it before you even get promoted into it. Because in order to get into Plat, you're going to be facing quite a few Plats yourself before you actually get promoted. So I know he's capable of playing at this level. They wouldn't have promoted him if he wasn't. Early gas here before the barracks.
What does that tell you? An early Reaper player, early upgrades?
Well, it could be a Reaper. But what I think it might be is a fast factory, like right when that barracks is finished. He should have 100 gas, able to afford that factory. So we could see a lot of Hellions coming out early, or he might be going for a Banshee play. It's really hard to tell right now. If he gets a second gas, I think we'll be leaning towards Banshees. But with the first gas going down right now, I'd say just a fast factory.
Yeah, and for our Zerg player, we have a hatch first, so he's going. He's looking for as many larvae as possible. He hasn't even gotten a pool yet. Oh no, there's his pool. It's been down for a few seconds, so.
Yeah, basically just a 15 pool, I believe. And he's getting the gas too, so he's going to try to mix in some speedlings, which, well, at least that's what I would assume, which he's going to need against any Hellions early on.
So we have the construction. Oh, no, that's just a supply depot and not an attachment to our barracks, but we do have a Reaper coming out. It's about halfway done, so let's see how our Zerg player is going to deal with it. I'm not really a fan of Reapers being a Protoss player just because I find they're very annoying, firstly because they're so fast. They don't do much damage, but they take your focus away from what you're trying to do just to deal with them, so they don't end up taking out 2, 3, 4 of your drone scouts, SCVs.
Yeah, definitely. And not only that, but also it's so good for the Terran player because he's getting as much scouting as he wants in the early game, which is important because now he's going to come up and he's going to see this gas here. He's going to know that speed is probably on the way, and he's building a command center to follow this up along with the factory. Oh, that Reaper gets forced back by some links here. I don't think he got any vision.
No, he saw that the natural was down. He saw the creep. If we just take a quick look at his vision.
Yeah, he saw the natural, but he didn't see anything else because those links were right in position.
So good job by our Zerg player, but we got 2 Reapers coming in now. I wouldn't be surprised if he split them off to try and at least get some information.
Yeah, and speed's not finished yet, so these 2 Reapers should have an easy time taking out these links. Oh,
yeah, he did split them off, just like I thought.
Yeah.
So.
And now the other one's going to be able to kill off those links. Finally getting that scouting that he's looking for. He sees the spawning pool, he sees the gas, and he gets sandwiched by 2 queens. Where's that?
Well, he needed the scouting, so I would say worth in that instance.
Oh yeah, you usually, I mean, you don't always want to lose your Reaper, but you can sacrifice 1 for the vision that he got there. And behind the command center, we got the factory that's turning out a few Hellions, and the starport going down as well.
Yeah, we do have a SCV doing nothing here right now. I'm curious as to what its next move is, if he's even going to notice it. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, he probably just forgot to rally it to wherever he wants it. Got a few speedlings coming out. I'm not sure if that Reaper saw the speed was done yet, but these Hellions should be okay for taking care of this type of thing.
And we have a reactor coming down in the starport, and I wonder if that's going to switch with the factory. The factory and the starport going to switch.
Well, they both have reactors, so.
Oh, they both have reactors. Okay.
Yeah, that'd be an inefficient use of time.
It would be fun to just switch them for no reason.
Yeah, just for
make
position.
people like me who don't notice right away that I'm an idiot.
So the expansion going down, we got a little bit of a supply block for Terran, and he's quite a few units behind in supply as well. What do we got here? +1 melee coming out for the Zerg player, so that's telling me he's going to probably move into getting a Baneling nest soon. And once he techs up to Lair, which he just started just now, probably see a Muta or a Spire go down for some Mutas.
Oh, that 3 is getting a little bit. The third base is getting a little bit of harassed, but I think the Terran player just got the information that he wanted. Realizes he's going to be vastly outnumbered by these 15 Zerglings, 14 Zerglings. My apologies.
Yeah, but these Hellions are going to be, they're going to be good for kind of just keeping the map control, but he might get surrounded. He's got to be careful not to go on creep, because if he goes on creep with those, he's going to have a hard time getting away from those Zerglings. And he sees that the third is down now, so he knows that Zerg isn't really planning a super fast attack, so he can kind of relax a little bit. And I'd like to see some more barracks go down here, because he's building a third command center. Here we go, back in behind the mineral line, he's got a couple engineering bays and an armory going down, and then the barracks.
So what do you see with this type of build? Like the factory was out quick for the Hellions, but it looks like he's like the armory doesn't make sense for me if he's going to go one way or the other, whether mech or bio engineering.
I think he got the armory just sort of ahead of time. These Hellions are getting in a bit of trouble here. He's probably going to lose them all. But he will take out quite a few Lings. He's got to be careful, though, for an attack. Now that the Lings have cleaned up the Hellions, they can kind of roam the map freely here.
No, he doesn't have anything in his bunker right now, unfortunately. And I'm not really sure, but is that on the natural? Is that a gap? Is he able to get through there? Between the bunker and the supply depot?
I think he's okay. I would imagine that that's a pretty solid wall here. The Lings are on the way soon, though, so we will be seeing that. That Overseer got a lot of scouting in. Got to see, see everything. Yeah, and
got away with 19 health. Wow.
Yeah. But anyway, back to the build here. With Operator dropping the... he is actually getting +1 for the ships, for the vehicles. So that's going to help out with his Widow Mines, I think. But he is going to be transitioning into mostly a bio play. He does have Stim already, although he doesn't have a lot of bio units on the map yet. Those are going to be coming out soon.
Now, I'm not liking this move by Operator, putting his third right here. It is indefensible at the moment right now.
Yeah, he doesn't really have a lot of units to defend it, and Zerg just goes and peeks at it right now.
Yeah.
So he knows it's here. He's going to have to lift that off. And he sees the sheer amount of Lings and Banelings on the map here, so he's got to get ready for an attack right now. And I don't know if he really has enough to deal with this.
Well, he's dropping down 2 more bunkers, but they're not really in a prime position, I wouldn't think. Well,
they're going to be in a pretty good spot to hold off any sort of actual Baneling bust, which we might be seeing here, but there's lots of Banelings on the way. And speed is just about done for the Banelings as well, so this is going to be a devastating attack. 3 bunkers, if he's able to fill them all out, and these Widow Mines deploying outside the ramp is beautiful here, because that's going to help out. Although the Overseer is in position with the Zerg army, so he might be able to take those out. Oh no, he's leaving his mate here. He's leaving the natural.
Uh-oh. He's got... Where did he just scan?
He's scanning around. He's looking for the army in the Zerg area, but he's not seeing it, so I think he knows that he's got to be careful here.
This small army composition with the 2 medevacs is gonna just get steamrolled if he doesn't pull back into his natural.
Yeah, I mean, he could lift off, and that would be, he could save his units by lifting most of them off. But yeah, he's Zerg sees the size of his army now, and he's gonna be in trouble, I think.
Now he's moving to protect his third now. He redropped his third. I don't know. What's our Zerg player doing?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Zerg is really delaying his attack right here. He's waiting for these 8 Mutalisks to pop, I think. I think he should have attacked earlier. He definitely had a wide window of opportunity here, and he still has it right now, but as more bunkers get placed and more Marines get pumped out of these barracks, as well as 4 more barracks just finishing up, Operator's going to eventually have the production, but here come the Lings now. Hellbats are just running away, so not doing any damage, and they're all going to get cleaned up here. Getting in the bunkers.
Now he's got a good defensive posture. If he gets an SCV to repair...
Oh, those Banelings are just a little bit too much. He's got a few Marines out here, but they're kind of just getting cleaned up. There's some micro, but that's going to die. And now we've got Mutas and a couple Zerglings in the main, or in the natural, sorry. There's lots of production for Operator, though. He might eventually be able to clean this up.
With only the 8-9 Marines that he has out right now. He's just got to regroup and come in and surround, and that should be the GG.
Yeah, with all these Banelings rolling in, yeah. Oh man, that was a good game by Slayer here to be able to recognize the situation when he can, you know, start linging up and start getting those Banelings to the upgrades all kind of timed correctly with the Baneling speed at least to be able to get a nice attack in there on Operator's natural.
Although I do feel that Slayer didn't really recognize how much of an advantage he had. I feel he was giving Operator a little bit too much time to set up his defenses, although his attack did still work. I feel like Slayer could have tried his attack a little bit sooner and still would have been successful.
Yeah, well, if only he had all the vision we had, right?
Yeah.
He would have been able to tell.
Well, no, he did have Overseers, and he did have his overlords going in and scouting with their speed, and he saw all the information that he really needed to see. And if a person was in that position, I would think they would realize how much of an advantage they actually have.
Yeah, well, he did eventually attack into it, and then he definitely did realize then. I think also he was just waiting for a few of those mutas to pop out just to give him some versatility. But yeah, it was definitely a good game by him, and pretty commanding victory, I would have to say. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. We really appreciate your views, and you know, let us know what you think in the comments if there's anything we can do to improve or anything specific you'd like to see.